This year at Stark Park's Wildlife Conservation Center, we have been busy with over 200 more intakes than we have had in previous years. Our new building, the Joseph J. and Helen M. Summer Wildlife Conservation Center, has allowed us to increase our capacity and treat more complicated patients. We are on track to exceed over 2,000 patients this year. With a surplus of patients, we have increased our seasonal staff positions and filled them with exceptional, hardworking individuals. Furthermore, this year we were able to offer more internship positions to college students looking to further their experience in the zoological and natural resource fields. The tools that are provided at our new state-of-the-art facility have allowed us to increase the quality of care to our patients. With new humidified incubators, many of the most vulnerable and youngest babies have flourished. Continuous flow swim tubs help us to treat waterfowl that need constantly clean water to develop and maintain their waterproofing. Different rooms and custom caging keep predators and prey out of the same areas, and high-stress animals in calmer environments. With its own ventilation system and treatment area, our quarantine room allows us to isolate and treat potentially contagious animals without worry of spreading disease. Larger and more appropriate enclosures for both our patients and education animals will allow a more enriching, less stressed environment. This larger caging, as well as better safety equipment, also allows us to care for larger adult predators such as foxes. A 90-foot flight cage donated by our veterinarian, Dr. Gary Riggs, and his Wild Forever Foundation has provided recently recovered and orphaned birds of prey a large enough area to safely build their strength and practice hunting skills before their return to the wild. Furthermore, our new facility permits us more opportunities for outreach and to educate the public on our native wildlife. The Teak and Faye Heston Education Classroom hosts educational programs and other activities, such as close-up looks at bird banding. Our one-way viewing window on the Allen and Lee Dolan Wildlife Viewing Room shows the joy of baby feedings to the public without worry of stressing our patients. Our education ambassadors, who are not releasable due to their injuries, are displayed throughout the atrium and outdoor viewing area. Hundreds of visitors have learned about our native wildlife after a chance visit. Our partnerships with Ohio Wildlife Rehab Facilities have grown over the past year, with animals being transferred to us from facilities that aren't equipped or are unable to handle them. We have also been able to combine expertise and co-rehab some patients for a better chance of release into the wild. With an increase in quality care comes an increase in success. After moving into our new building, our success rate is on track to exceed 55% from last year. Our staff learn from each case, and releases are always the highlight of our day. Some patients stand out due to their circumstances or surprising outcomes. This spring we admitted 4 infant eastern cottontail rabbits. Their extremities were burned and blistered, eyes irritated, and what little fur they had was singed and coarse. A good Samaritan brought them in after they had started a bonfire without knowing the nest was underneath the brush pile. Some of the babies sustained permanent damage to the cartilage of their ears and the tips of their toes. After cleaning and applying burn cream to their burns and irritated eyes for several weeks, the young cottontails healed beautifully and were able to have a second chance in the wild. Sometimes what seems like a dire case turns out to be a quick fix. In late March, we received a call from city workers who thought they had hit a hawk when it flew across the road. They had searched the area after the strike but couldn't locate the bird. Fast forward a couple more stops and they realized they had a feathered passenger stuck in the grill of the car. Amazingly, they had hit the young Cooper's hawk at just the right angle that the bird slid into the grill of their vehicle, and the only injury the bird sustained was bruising on its side, and perhaps a hurt ego. We helped to remove the bird from their grill, and after a few days of rest, good meals, and a flight test, this hood ornament wannabe was released. Other species are simply a joy to take care of and see in rehab. Chimney Swifts are a small insectivorous bird with aerial acrobatics reminiscent of a fighter jet. These small cigar-shaped birds make nests on vertical surfaces out of small sticks glued together with the bird's sticky saliva. With a steep loss of their preferred nesting locations of dead hollow trees in old-growth forests and uncapped chimneys, we often receive young chimney swifts for rehabilitation after the nestlings fall down a person's chimney. These little insect-eating machines are a great natural source of insect control, and they spend most of their life on the wing. Besides having the joy of releasing these young ones when they are old enough to take care of themselves, Stark Parks has also installed an alternative nesting and release site at the Exploration Gateway at Sippo Lake Park. This chimney swift tower will be able to house a colony of nesting swifts, hopefully giving a small but important boost to their population and helping control insects. The Stark Parks Wildlife Conservation Center is dedicated to the conservation and management of native wildlife and their habitat through research, education, and quality animal care. Our Natural Resource Department has been hard at work restoring the natural areas around Sippo Lake Park and other properties by removing invasive species that outcompete our natural flora and fauna, and planting native species to encourage a healthy ecosystem. They have hosted local university classes, teaching conservation and ecology, and providing hands-on experience with invasive control and habitat restoration. It has been a busy, fun-filled year for us here at your Stark Parks. We hope to continue serving you and the community by providing and maintaining beautiful natural areas, offering engaging recreation and education opportunities, and helping our native wildlife return back to the wild.